we've been chanting the Vandanam and the poetic translation of our immediate parampara's pranam mantras to Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Ṭhākura, Srila Gokishodas Babaji Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura and Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So now we're going to be extremely traditional and sing Samsara-dāva-nala-līlā by the first volunteer. Somebody volunteer. Hey, somebody at home, turn on your microphone and volunteer, because everyone here has gone on a singing strike. Okay. There you go.
Samsara-dāva-nala-līlā loka Janaya-karunya-gana-ganatva
Samsara-dāva-nala-līlā loka Janaya-karunya-gana-ganatvam Raptasya kalyana gunanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Caitanya-caritāmṛta Gita Vaditra Madhyan Manasura Sena Romanchakampa Srutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Vigrahara Nityanana Shingaratan Mandira Majanado Yuktasya Bhaktam Chaniyunjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasado Svatana Triptam Hari Bhakta Sangam Kritvaiva Tripting Bhajato Sadeva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shirādhika Madhavayora Para Madhya-līlā Gunarupanamna Pratikṣhanāśvādana lalupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Nikunjayuno Ratikalisidya Yayalivir Yuktirapekshanīya Tatrati Rakshak Valavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda samasta shastre uktastadha bhavyatāreva sadvi kintu pravorya priyareva tasya Vande Guru Shri Śrīla Vande Guru Shri Śrīla Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasadanagati Kutopi Dayam Stuvam Stasya Yasa Sri Sandhya Vande Guru Shri Śrīla Vande Guru Shri Śrīla Srimad Guru Rastakametaruchai Brahme Muhurte Patati Prayatna Yastena Vṛndāvana Nata Sakshat Sevai Valabhya Jana Shantareva Vande Guru Shri Śrīla Vande Guru Shri Śrīla Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Jaya Guru Dev Guru Dev Guru Dev Jaya Jaya Guru Dev. So let us sing together the Shad Ashtakam, the Sad Goswami Ashtakam. And Shad means 6, not unhappy. The 6, the Ashtakam, 8 prayers to the 6 Goswamis by Srinivasacharya. So whatever page it begins, Kṛṣṇadāsa. I don't know the page in your songbook. Panditadi will let you know. Somewhere is the index.
148.
148. Sing slowly together. Krishna Kirtana Gana Natana Paro Premamritambo Nidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priyo Priyakaro Nirmaksaro Pujito Shri Caitanya-kripa Bharo Bhuvi Bhuvo Bharavahantarako Bande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipuno Sajdhama Samstapako Lokanang Hitakarino Tribhuvane Manyo Śaranyakaro Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Nandena Mataliko Bande Rupa Shri Jiva Gopalako Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Nadivi Kalavasani Krito Nidrahara Viharakari Vijito Chatyanta Dino Chayo Radha Krishna Gunasmitir Madhurima Nandena Samohito Bande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Radha Kundakate Kalinda Tanaya Tire Chavan Shivate Preman Madhava Shara Shesha Dashaya Grasto Pramato Sara Jayanto Chakada Hare Gunavaram Bhava Vibhuto Muda Bande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Hey Radhe Braja Devike Chalalite Hey Nanda Shuno Kuta Shri Govardhana Kalpa Parapatale Kalindi Banye Kuta Goshanta Vinti Sarvato Brajapure Kedair Mahavivalo Bande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Bande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Jai Shri Rupa Shri Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Shri Gopala Bhatta Shri Dasara 6 Goswamis of Vṛndāvana ki Jai. Then Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. So you read Caitanya-caritāmṛta first? Yes. So anybody wants a book, you may have a book. I have the location wherein Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta Madhya-līlā chapter number 17. And, oh my goodness, you cannot smell this, but this is fragrant. And these are the flowers from the garden, not the purchased flowers. All of them are from, all of them are from the garden. Yes, wonderful. Flowers are meant to have fragrance. Part of the earth, Krishna says, I am the fragrance of the earth. In the earth, all these fragrances. Hare Krishna. So, Mahaprabhu has arrived in Vṛndāvana after a long, long journey, all by foot, with so many incidences on the way, every day, walking and walking from Jagannath Puri to Vṛndāvana via West Bengal, back to Puri, then from Puri to Vṛndāvana, through the Jharkhanda forest, plus. But now he's arrived in Vṛndāvana and he's bathing in the bathing ghats. Make sure I do have everything right here. Is that right? You're the ones who are reading it. Yeah. Or 186. Oh, well, who's he talking to? Mahaprabhu's quoting, I think he's met the Brahmana who had ecstatic symptoms, and then Mahaprabhu understood, or they understood each other, were related to Madhavendra Puri. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Qualification. You have cooked for Madhavendra Puri. If you can cook for him, you can cook for me. My goodness. All right. Well, 186 is Mahaprabhu now quoting a verse. And so, is he talking to that Brahmana? Perhaps. Okay, anyhow. Here we are, quoting a verse, and we'll catch up with whatever else is taking place. So, Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai. Jai Srila Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. And Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. So this is a quote from, spoken by Yudhishthira Maharaj in Mahabharata. And it is Ṭhākura Pratishta Shruttayo Vibhinna Nasha Vrishir Yasya Matang Na Bhinnam Dharmasya Tattvang Nihitam Guhayam Mahajano Jaina Gata Sapantaha. And we do hear this quoted by our capable preachers. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, quote, dry arguments are inconclusive. A great personality whose opinion does not differ from others is not considered a great sage. Simply by studying the Vedas, which are variegated, one cannot come to the right path by which religious principles are understood. The solid truth of religious principles is hidden in the heart of an unadulterated, self-realized person. Consequently, as the Shastras confirm, One should accept whatever progressive path the Mahājans advocate. There, our festival of the morning. Then Srila Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja is writing, after this discussion, the Brahmana served lunch. So this was a discussion with the Brahmana. So after this discussion, the Brahmana served lunch to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Then all the people residing in Mathura came to see the Lord. And still Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja narrating, Laksha Sankhya Loka Aise Nahika Ganana Bahirahaya Prabhudila Darashana. People came by the hundreds of thousands, and no one could count them. Therefore, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu came out of the house to give audience to the people. Bahu Tuli Bole Prabhu Hari Bol Dhvani Preme Mata Nache Loka Kori Hari Dhvani. Do you really need a translation? Raising his hands. Okay, when the people, official translation, when the people assembled, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu raised his arms and said very loudly, Hari Bol. The people responded to the Lord and became ecstatic. As if mad, they began to dance and to vibrate the transcendental sound. Hari. Okay, you're going to get that again in Bengali. Bahu Toli Bole Prabhu Hari Bol Dhvani Preme Mata Nache Loka Kori Hari Dhvani. Okay, then next verse. Jamunara Chabisha Ghate 24. Chabish Ganta, 24 hours. We hear this, 24. Jamunara Chabisha Ghate Prabhu Koila Snana. Se Vipra Prabhu ke Caitanya-caritāmṛta. So Mahaprabhu bathed in 24 ghats along the banks of the Jamuna, and that Brahmana showed him all the places of pilgrimage. Se Vipra Prabhu ke Caitanya-caritāmṛta. All right, for our purification, we've got in the purport the names of the 24 ghats, bathing places, in Mathura when you go there. And you can be sure that there are pandas at every ghat ready to engage the pilgrims in service to the Brajabasis. They will make it clear to everybody that they should be rendered service. Okay, the 24 ghats, bathing places along the Jamuna are. Okay, are you going to remember these? Put them on your fingers. Avimukta, Adiruddha, Guyatita, Prayagatita, Kanakalaktita, Tinduka, Suryatita, Bhatasvami, Dhruvaghat, Rishitirtha, Mokshatirtha, Bodhatirtha, Gokarna, Krishna Ganga, Vaikunta, Asikunda, Chatu Samudrika Kupa, Akrura Teta, Yagyika Viprasthana, Kubja Kupa, Rangasthala, Manchasthala, Malayudhasthana, and number 24, Dashashvamedha. And there's a Dashashvamedha Ghat in what's called now Mahaprayag, which is confluence of the Jamuna, the Saraswati, and the Ganga. And also in Varanasi, there is a Dashashvamedha Ghat. Okay, next verse. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu visited all the holy places on the banks of the Jamuna, including Svayambhu, Vishramghat, Dirgha Vishnu, Bhuteshwar, Mahavidya, and Gokarna. So in Bengali that was Svayambhu, Vishrama, Dirgha Vishnu, Bhuteshwara, Mahavidya, Gokan Adi Dekila Vistara. He saw many places, Vistara, many. Then Vana, the forest, Dekibare Jadi Prabhu Ramana Hoila, Seta Brahmane Prabhu Sangete Loila. When Mahaprabhu wanted to see the various forests of Vṛndāvana, he took the Brahmana with him. Okay, Madhuvana, Tala, Kumuda, Bahulavana, Gela, Taha, Snana, Kori, Prema, Vishta, Hoila. Yes, Mahaprabhu visited, thank you very much, the different forests including Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumudavan and Bahulavan. Wherever he went, he took his bath with great ecstatic love. Govinda, Govinda, and purport Pashila, C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada. The word Vana means forest. Vṛndāvana is the name given to the forest where Srimati Vrinda Devi, Tulasi Devi, grows profusely. Actually, it is not a forest as we ordinarily consider a forest, because it is very thick with green vegetation. There are 12 such vanas in Vṛndāvana. Some are located on the western side of the Jamuna and others on the eastern side. And the eastern side is the other side of the Jamuna from the Vṛndāvana town, as we know it today. But actually, that's not exactly a fair description, because the Jamuna actually comes around, so it depends where you are. But at Keshigat, which is near where we are, and Imlitala, where Mahaprabhu sat, then when you look across the Ganges, you're looking pretty much across the Jamuna, you're looking pretty much directly east, this way. So the eastern side is the other side, the western side is our side. The other side, there are no buildings until you get to a village, and the village is where, the village, you go through a village, and then further on is where Lakshmi Devi was doing austerities in the hope of having a glimpse of, getting entrance into Vṛndāvana, having a glimpse of the gopis, Līla. And it said she's still there today, and we go there. And the village name, I'm not sure I know the name of the village, but there is a village, but it's an agricultural village, and the other side is agriculture. And in the morning, early in the morning, you see so many people crossing the Jamuna from that side to the town side and then going to that market, which is a wonderful place. The market is a very happy place. So much life. Everybody being... Is everybody being cheated? I do not know. But everybody along the way bargaining for everything, for the wholesalers and the resellers and the general customers, and the monkeys and the cows. Everybody's competing and bargaining with each other. Anyway, the forests situated on the eastern side are Bhadravan, Bilvavan. Bilvavan. This is where Lakshmi Devi is. Bilvavan, Lauhavan, Bhandiravan, and Mahavan. On the western side are Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumudavan, Bahulavan, Kamyavan, Kadiravan, and Vṛndāvana. These are the 12 forests of the Vṛndāvana area. Jai Śrīla Prabhupada. Next verse, 194, Madhya-līlā, chapter 17, 194. Pate gabig hata chare prabhure dekiya, prabhu ke berayasi hunkara koriya. When Mahaprabhu passed through Vṛndāvana, herds of grazing cows saw him pass, and immediately surrounding him began to moo very loudly. Hunkara. So the cows moo very loudly. I don't know how much you understand. She's always nods. Then you ask something and then, uh-oh. Saraswati is not keeping up her English lessons with you. Maybe. Gabi deki stabda prabhu premira tarange vatsalye gabi prabhu rachate sabange. Seeing the herds approaching him, the Lord was stunned with ecstatic love. The cows then began to lick his body out of great affection. And we know cows are very affectionate, but their tongue is very rough and hard. And actually they try to pull the hairs out of your arms with their tongue and their lips. And you see the baby calf born, and the mother's so much affection, and there's some examples are given, like the motherly affection of the cow to the calf, like that intense. And the calf is born and comes out the back of the cow. But then the mother's so eager to help the calf stand up. And the calf wants to stand up, and he kind of wobbling about. And then the mother, as soon as she can reach the calf, with her tongue, she's licking it and knocking the calf over. We see it again and again. And the poor calf. And then the mother's affection, but licking and falling over, licking and falling over. Very. Anyway, this is the cow's way of giving affection, is licking. And I think for us, part of it is the salt. When it's hot and you're sweaty, there's some salt. And I think they like to lick the salt. Okay, next verse, becoming pacified. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to caress the cows, and the cows, being unable to give up his company, went with him. Next verse, it was only with great difficulty that the cowherd men were able to keep the cows back. Then when the Lord chanted, all the deer heard his sweet voice and approached him. So that verse in Bengali, kaste shristye, with great difficulty, kaste shristye, dhenu saba rakila goyala, prabhu kanta dhvani shuni aise mrigi pala. The deer came when they heard him. Then mrigi mukha deki prabhu anga chate bhaya nahi kore sange jaya vate vate. So when the does and the bucks, the lady and men deer, came and saw the Lord's face, they began to lick his body. Not being at all afraid of him, they accompanied him along the path. Shuka, parrots. Pika, it says cuckoos, but I do not know. Shuka, Pika, Bringa, Prabhure Leki, Panchama Gaya, Shikhi Gana, Nritya Kori, Prabhu Age Jaya. Bumblebees and birds. Bumblebees was Bringa, Bringa with a G. Shuka, Pika, Bringa, Prabhure Deki, Panchama Gaya. Panchama, the fifth note. So bumblebees and birds, like the parrot and cuckoo, all began to sing loudly on the fifth note. And the peacocks began to dance in front of the Lord. Next verse. Upon seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the trees and creepers of Vṛndāvana became jubilant. Their twigs stood up and they began to shed tears of ecstasy in the form of... Oh, you're reading the text. In the form of honey. In the form of honey. So in Bengali, Prabhu Deki Vṛndāvanera Vriksha Latagane Ankura Pulaka Madhu Ashu Varishane. They poured tears of honey. Yes, when you discover it, please share it with us. Fulla falla bharidala pare prabhupaya bandu deki bandu jena bheta loya jaya. The 3 branches and creepers, overflooded with fruits and flowers, fell down at the lotus feet of the Lord and greeted him with various presentations as if they were friends. Next verse, thus all the moving and non-moving living entities of Vṛndāvana became very jubilant to see the Lord. It was as if friends were made happy by seeing another friend. Thāsabara priti deki prabhu bhava veshe sobbasane krira kore hoya tara vashe. Seeing their affection, the Lord was moved by ecstatic love. He began to sport with them, exactly as a friend sports with his friends. Thus he voluntarily came under the control of his friends. Thus Mahaprabhu voluntarily came under the control of his friends. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to embrace each and every tree and creeper, and they began to offer their fruits and flowers as if in meditation. Next verse, everybody can give some idea of the translation, even without looking at the translation. Ashru kampa pulaka prema sharira ashtira Krishna bala bale uchaishvare. The Lord's body was restless, and tears, trembling, and jubilation were manifest. Ashru kampa pulaka. He said very loudly, chant Krishna, bal Krishna bala, bale uchaishvare. Very uchaishvare, very loudly. What is the name of the horse? Of horses? I am. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, of horse. He said not, obviously it's not Uchaishvara, but something like that. Okay, Stavara Jangama, all the living beings, non-moving and moving. Mili Kore Kṛṣṇadāsa, Prabhura Gambhīra Svare Jena Pratidvani. All moving and non-moving creatures then began to vibrate the transcendental sound of Hare Krishna, as if they were echoing the deep sound of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Uchaishrava. And this was Uchaishvare. And this was horses? Uchaishrava. Oh, there we are. Maybe he was a very loud horse. Okay, the Lord then clasped the necks of the deer and began to cry. There was jubilation manifest in the bodies of the deer, and tears were in their eyes. When a male and a female parrot appeared on the branches of a tree, the Lord saw them and wanted to hear them speak. Then next, Shuka Sharika Prabhura Hate Udipade Prabhuke Shunnana Krishnera Guna Shlokapade. Both parrots flew onto the hand of the Lord and began to chant the transcendental qualities of Krishna, and the Lord listened to them. Anyway, we're over time, no doubt. Okay, tomorrow we'll hear what the parrots had to say. And parrots usually got something to say. But these parrots flew onto the hand of Mahaprabhu and they're chanting the glories of the Lord. And the male parrot had one point of view and the female parrot another point of view. Tune in tomorrow and find out what they had to say in their divine argument on the hand of the Lord. Jai Jai Shri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai. And now you are reading each morning Śaraṇāgati, and I'm very happy to see that you are indeed doing so. And we're on page 54, on page 54, or 50, probably 55. And remember, the Śaraṇāgati is this Śaraṇāgati is accompanied by Srila Guru Maharaj's gentle moonlight commentary. How beautiful. And really only if you're in a hot country do you realize the gentle nature of the moon. How beautifully soothing is the moon. So page 55, it would seem, and we're, oh, Mangalacharana. So this is the auspicious invocation. Okay, well, we've just gone through the list of the sixfold categories of Śaraṇāgati. Hare Krishna. And then Nanda Kumar, he hears the prayers of those who surrender in this way. And in the book, there are confidence, all right, here Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur does list things in a different order than we get in Bhagavatam, and he starts with the humility, whereas in Bhagavatam, when it's a quote from Bhagavatam, isn't it, that we have the listing of Prapanna-jivanamritam, then number 6 is humility, but Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives humility, self-submission, embracing the Lord's guardianship, confidence in the Lord's protection, rejecting the unfavorable, accepting the favorable, hankering for service, hankering for fulfillment, prayer of heartfelt hankering. Hare Krishna. And this hankering is the healthy laulyam, hankering for the Lord rather than laulyam, hankering for mundane things of this world. A definite difference. So are you reading the gentle moonlight commentary too? Yes? Okay. So Jai Shri Śaraṇāgati, just very brief reading. We are over time. But Mangalacharana, so text number 5. Sharanga Śaraṇāgati hoibe jahara. Oh, tahara pratana shunni Shri Nanda Kumara. Every day the devotees manage to get to song kirtan number 1 of Śaraṇāgati. And that's that morning Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori. And so now, yes, so this, the one who follows these 6 forms of surrender, then their prayer is heard by Krishna. So Sri Nanda Kumar hears the prayers of one who surrenders in this 6-fold way. So Jai Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki Jai, Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. And Srila Guru Maharaj is gentle. Lagu Chandrika Bhasya ki Jai. So Guru Maharaj's commentary here, Shadanga Śaraṇāgati. So just as we recited the Dev-Goswāmī Astakam just before, Shad is 6. So, quote, surrenders in this 6-fold way. So then Guru Maharaj says, the 6 aspects of surrender are defined within Sri Vayu Purana and the Vaishnava Tantra as anukulyasya sankalpaha pratikulya vivajanam rakshishyatiti vishvasho goptrite varanang tata atma nikshepa karpanya shad vidha sharanagatihi. Accepting the favorable, rejecting the unfavorable, being confident that Krishna will grant his protection, embracing Krishna's guardianship, fully offering oneself to Sri Krishna, and feeling oneself to be lowly. So this is the order in the Prapana Jivanamrita. And feeling oneself to be lowly are the 6 aspects of surrender, of Śaraṇāgati. Pratana Shune. Nanda Kumar hears their prayers. Guru Maharaj saying, this means Krishna reciprocates with the surrendered souls in accordance with their prayers. And Guru Maharaj quotes Ramachandra in the Ramayana. And this quote is, anyone who even once sincerely surrenders unto me, declaring, I am yours, and prays for fearlessness, it is my vow that I will always grant that to them. That verse in Sanskrit, Sakrit eva prapanno yas tavasmiti chate abhayang sarvada tasmai dedam yetad vratang mama. All right. Verse 6, Rupa Sanatana Pade Dante Trina Kore Bhaktivinoda Pare Dui Pada Dhari. Then Kandiya Bole Amito Adhama Shikaye Śaraṇāgati Korohe Uttama. Bhaktivinoda Thakur places a straw between his teeth and falls before Srila Rupa Gosvāmī and Srila Sanatana Gosvāmī Prabhus, clasping their feet. Crying incessantly, he prays, I am so lowly, please elevate me by teaching me Śaraṇāgati. And Srila Guru Maharaj comments, Sri Rupa Sanatana, Srila Rupa Gosvāmī Prabhu and Srila Sanatana Gosvāmī Prabhu are the 2 acharyas who teach Śaraṇāgati. And then that verse 7, Uttama. Uttama means elevated. Guru Maharaj is saying this refers to one who is qualified for the topmost form of devotion, Prema Bhakti. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, Krishna says, I'll give you the quote first, translation, realizing the qualities and faults of the socio-religious system, Varnashram Dharma, which I have instituted, one who completely abandons it and serves me is the best of all sadhus. And that verse in Sanskrit is Agyayai vangunan doshan mayadishtan apisvakan dharman santyajya jaha sarvan mang bhajet sa cha sattamaha. That's the end of the gentle moonlight commentary for this first chapter, Mangalacharana, auspicious invocation. And tomorrow will be Dainyatmika, humility. So short reading, let us continue with Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama. Jai Śaraṇāgati ki jai, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai, Śrīla Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī ki jai. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama.